family, friends, fans, followers, my 4Fs. We're gonna go ahead and take a little ride and talk a little bit about war. Huh. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. You see what I'm saying? We listen to that song and we love the song, and even those of us who really love just war, guess what? At the end of the day, we hear the song different. We like, who war, and we basically are feeling the vibe or energy like, yeah, we about that war. We let's go to war. And the song actually is insinuating and literally telling you that it's basically good for nothing. So, short and brief and sweet, here's what I want to inform you guys. First, starting with, there's always going to be war, but we got to learn who the real enemies are. Because a lot of times, the people that you warring with and thinking the war is totally about, it's not even them, it's the people on the outside. You understand? So, you got to get more strategic. You got to build your discernment up to learn before the war start. Because here's one thing, before every war start, you have to understand that's something wrong. There's something that wrong. It's the something that is wrong that actually begins the war. But just think of it this way: if every person that was about to war or have an issue with another person, if they, you know, do thorough research, and even you can understand sometimes when you're doing your research, there are people that are talking to you to distract you from a genuine research because they may have odds against, whoever, the company, the business, or whatever that you're trying to get a proper research on that you may think you want to use or what so, but they don't use the company. So basically what they do, like, nah, it's not bad. I had a bad experience. And you're like, oh, okay, somebody told me they had a bad experience. But that was just one person. And not just that, the research, now you got to do research on top of research because most people don't do that, right? You got to do the research on a person that has gave you the bad information. Not that you would know that it's bad information right off top, but that's where I'm going at. When a person, you got to discern when a person is giving you something. Who are they? Are they truthful? Are they good people? Are they genuine? You know what I'm saying? Or do they just run around trying to corrupt everything good that is to prosper? So I want to say before you ball up your fist, before you throw a punch, try to figure out what's wrong, what's the real deal. Because even after that, even after your first swing, it doesn't mean that you have found a solution. It doesn't mean, and that's why some wars go on for years and years and years, because we're trying to validate ourselves in the wrong way. We feel like the war mentality. We feel like that's validating ourselves, right? But you got to put yourself in position to be worth being validated in the first place. And if you don't learn anything about life, the values of life, you know what I mean? You're not going to be worthy of a validation, basically. So, shoot for trying to find out what the real war is about. Because sometimes, as I'm insinuating, some of you are going to war, and the war is not even for you or the people that you're going to war for, or the businesses that you're, you know, going back and forth with, but the people that are distracting you and trying to put you in a line of fire or trying to put you in position to fight their war because they're cowards or they're afraid to do the war themselves, right? Right. I say right for most of you. But, before you pull that gun out, to my hood homies that are older now and understand better, before you pull that gun out, man, before you actually, let me take this route right here instead, because it seems like something going down right there wrong. Um, Before you pull a gun out, before you pull a trigger, always understand that there's something wrong in the first place. And try to figure or find that out first, because that is thoroughly what's going to help you from losing your life to penitentiary. You know, having to go do a whole bid and then imagine how disaster it is, how emotionally it can be when you find out the truth while you sitting in jail. That all the trouble came from another person. True stories. Like I've been in places where I've seen people kill people, all to find out that they got, psyched up and killed somebody for something somebody else said, and then figure it out later that it was a lie. And that haunts you, man. Because you got to live with that for the rest of your life. It's one thing, we out here warring with people that we don't know, but, it gets real in depth. Like the situation that I'm talking about, for example, is a situation where these were best friends, guys that loved each other, had each other back. And it took one person to lie on the other person, and that person believed it and didn't question the person. See what I'm saying? No research. Just went on. And sometimes you gotta understand, just research, find that approach, and try to find a different way, because we ain't winning like this. You know what I mean? We ain't winning. Other people know this. That's why our communities have the biggest crime rates, because we ain't researching. We ain't trying to find out the real issues and problems. We're so gone, destroyed, and messed up that we want to be the problem. You know what I mean? And most of us, don't know how to love ourselves, so we need validation of, hey, this what makes me who I am. The people that know me, they can go to my past and they can give me all the credit that they want to about who I am because of the things that I have done. That credit is rejected because I know better. You understand? And knowing, they say half the battle, knowing is growing. Authority is everything, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just leave it right there. I think I said enough for you you all to understand where I'm getting at. And sharing is caring, as my daughter would say. If you find somebody or know somebody that's about to get in war and really don't understand the ingredients of war, pass it on and share it with them. Might save a life. You can do the research for them and bring it to them and say, hey, this is not the issue right there. This is the issue. And believe it or not, any issue that is made is only created and made for you to find a solution, not to just get out here and act a fool and want credit behind it and you still didn't find a solution outside of just doing something. So, once again, tough love. I'm out. For real this time.
Who taught you that? Answer me. I know you didn't do it yourselves.